Update sneak peeks for Clash of Clans begin. In this video, you will find out about the upcoming balance changes, a fix for raid medals, and finally a change coming to national flags within the game. This is only sneak peek number 1. There are more videos to come with more information on the update, so be sure to subscribe to see those as soon as they are released. We do only have a small percentage of viewers subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy my content, I would recommend having a check to see if you are subscribed. Firstly, let's go over the raid medals fix. I have not personally experienced this myself because I tend to spend my raid medals as soon as I get them, mainly on the Dark Elixir, although I would like to see some other rewards within the trader shop. But apparently those who have stashed their raid medals, probably in the hope for better rewards, have been able to exceed the 5,000 cap. That will now be fixed. You cannot go over this, and every 100 raid medals you go over this, it will automatically be converted to, wait for it, 1 gem. So needless to say, you do not want to exceed that 5,000 raid medals. Just purchase whatever gives you the best value from them, but if you do want the best gem conversion value, make sure to purchase either the training potion or the clock tower potion. This means you can sell those magic items for 10 gems, and therefore, since they are only 100 raid medals, you're actually getting 10 times more conversion than if you let it automatically overflow. Moving to balance changes, and wow, there is a lot of balance changes coming in this update, but let's essentially just fly through them. You can always pause the video if you want to look at the stats specifically. The walls are getting a HP nerf at the different levels. Exactly the same with the Archer Tower, a nerf, but in terms of DPS, and this also is applied to the Expo. The level 6 Inferno Tower, which is Town Hall 12, getting a slight DPS decrease as well. Before you think that they are just nerfing all of the defenses, the red air bombs actually get an increase in DPS. The mortar has an increase in hit points, particularly for the higher levels. It might mean it's harder to funnel them on the outside of the base, since that's typically where we see the mortar placement. Interesting change, this one. The Eagle Artillery will now be activated after 200 units are deployed for all levels. Previously, it was 180 for levels 1, 2, and 3. The 200 units are calculated by the troop capacity you deploy of whatever troops, 25 unit capacity for a hero, 5 per spell slot, and only 1 for a siege machine. So essentially a slight nerf to the Eagle Artillery at levels 1, 2, and 3, since it doesn't activate as quickly. Attacking wise, some of them have increases, some of them decreases, starting with the P.E.K.K.A. This is actually the Town Hall 8 level, and it has a HP increase across the different levels. Then it moves to pretty much Town Hall 10 and above. So the Giant has an increase in the damage per second, but unfortunately, the Sneaky Goblin has a decrease in damage per second, which I use the Sneaky Goblins for farming way more than I ever use Giants, so a little bit sad on that one. The Bowler and the Valkyrie both having increases in hit points. The old-fashioned Falcon attack, which used the Bowlers and Valkyries, may be coming back into fashion. Let me know if you remember that strategy. I don't know if any of you use Super Valkyries. I personally don't, but they are getting a pretty significant HP buff alongside some other changes as well. Maybe it will make them more useful, but I'll probably just stick with the Super Wall Breakers and Sneaky Goblins, to be honest. I guess I will mention this one just so I have given you all of the information, but the Super Wall Breaker has a decrease in death damage. This doesn't do anything. It's just to align with the new hit point values for the wall levels. A pretty significant change for the Flame Flinger. I'm sure my good friend Beaker won't be happy about this because he loves this siege machine. A reduced direct hit damage radius, but an increase in the duration of fire damage from 20 to 30 seconds. This also means that they have to decrease the maxed fire damage per second to align with the 30 seconds in damage versus 20. Spell-wise, we have an increase to the cloned capacity, obviously sleep for the clone spell, and we have an increase in the amount of skeletons for the skeleton spell. One little measly change for the clan capital: the siege cart, when it is destroyed, goes into its extra life. It is then immune from the healing spell, so it can't just continually be healed up in that second life. It will essentially go down pretty quickly. National flags. I'm going to read exactly what Clash of Clans have said, and then we have a sneak peek for tomorrow's sneak peek. Let's read this word for word. The Clash universe is a fantasy realm with a cast of wild, zany, and often humorous characters. And while some things in Clash may draw ideas from various inspirations, we want to keep the Clash universe separate from real-life references. All national flags are now removed from Clash of Clans. Any flags that have been purchased have been refunded. Fictional flags still remain in the game. This is such as the pirate flag. In the next preview, we've got a preview of changes coming to Clan Capital. Lots of previews there. I did interview Darian recently, who gave us more insight on the update. There is the link for that interview. Be on the lookout for more sneak peeks coming soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.